Friday, August 5th, 2022, and here's what's shaking at the Almond Alliance. I'm Aubrey Bettencourt, President and CEO of the Almond Alliance, the voice of the almond community and industry in Sacramento, Washington, D.C., and beyond. Sorry we didn't do one last week, but it was a busy and packed week as per usual. We are continuing to work on shipping, and the Almond Express is rolling. For those of you who have been receiving our industry alerts, you want to make sure you're following those instructions, and we will continue to provide more information. But we can now confirm that we have the carriers CMA, MSC, and Evergreen all running on the Almond Express using the Oakland Ramp to Southern California. If you are a member of the SCTC, those rates should be available to you as well. And if you're not, we've provided information to you to do direct booking, as that information is available as well. And we got to get on the train, folks. With all of the insecurity everywhere else, it's about having more of those Legos available to you to get our product out the door, which we know we need now more than ever. As well, if you're watching this, you're on an open platform with us. We didn't just do this for almonds, we did this for all of agriculture. And so we're pulling everybody else along. So if you're in walnuts, or you're in pistachios, or you're in cotton, or you're in dairy, or you're in anything else, these things are also available to you. If you'd like more information, please reach out to us at almondalliance.org or call our office. In the meantime, in addition to that, you should also know, speaking of, we've changed locations. We actually have a new office in Turlock, and if you need more information about that, you can call the office as well, but you can find our information on the website with the new address. We encourage you to stop by and visit us here as well, but update your records, please. And along those lines, it is membership renewal time. That should be out and in your inbox, in your snail mail with the new address. Please be sure to return those. We're happy to give you a call, or if you'd like a further update, please reach out. I'm happy to come by and do meetings as well, which we have been. We had a really great meeting with our friends at Minturn, and we want to welcome them as a new member. Along with, we've met with River West, and we've been out at Tomra in the last few weeks. It's been a wonderful time being on the road as we head into a busy harvest season. Similarly, we continue to be in open dialogues about water. We're working not only with our friends at the state, but we're also heavily engaged with our friends at the federal level, working both at the USDA side, but also within Congress to really start looking at new ways to get water investment regionally, water infrastructure dollars moving into our 16 almond counties to really help bring that water security to us, as well as drought relief. Along those lines, ERP registration for phase 2 should be open. That's open to everybody, and we are happy to report that we have seen an endorsement for a reauthorization of ERP, which will pick up our disasters from earlier this year. Now, getting a lot of inquiries about the freeze declaration. We're going to send out some information through our e-news, so please be sure you're signed up for that. But we are wanting you to understand that what the freeze declaration is. So yes, it's a secretarial disaster declaration. Why is that important? It doesn't open up a lot of immediate services, but because USDA disaster programming doesn't have a standing program, those disaster programs are usually rolled out a year later. Having a disaster declaration or a secretarial disaster order automatically qualifies that disaster when that new program rolls out. So it was important for us to get the acknowledgement so that this program doesn't leave us out in the future. Similar to some of the things we've seen there's a few loopholes we've seen, or little misses in the ERP program because we didn't have disaster declarations in certain locations. Those locations got left out of the ERP program. So back to the freeze, it was important to get the secretarial. What that does is it opens up some opportunities for crop insurance, so please be sure to call your crop insurance provider. It also opens up emergency loans. They aren't the greatest opportunities. In fact, if you're looking at that from USDA, I would suggest you look at the micro loan. It's much faster and it's a streamlined application with a better interest rate. But finally, we needed that disaster declaration so that when ERP rolls out, it is reauthorized next year, or a similar disaster program, we have our freeze and our growers all covered through that acknowledgement of the secretarial order. Now, we are actively working on another component to this. We've had meetings with USDA along with a number of members of Congress to help us get NAP coverage, the non-insurable program from FSA, to cover our first year harvest trees. This is something that we're working on. We know that there's no insurance available to you. We also want to make sure that it gets covered under USDA. That's their job at that point. That's what the NAP program is for. So we're having a lot of follow-up meetings. We met with USDA just a few weeks ago about that. We're gonna have more information for you on that front. So I do understand the frustration, but I wanna make sure you understand the nuance. And if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at almondalliance.org. We wish you all a safe and happy harvest. Tough times, but we know we're resilient, and we know we're smart, and we know we're successful. We know how to do our job. You guys are the experts in your field, and we are privileged and honored to represent you in Sacramento, Washington, and beyond. A safe and happy harvest to you, and a happy weekend. Take care. One more thing, we launched a podcast. So go check out Almond Alert wherever podcasts are sold or found, whatever it is, whatever platform you prefer, Apple, Spotify, whatever. But we have a podcast. We have a great interview with one of our members, Peter Schneider, talking about AB 5 and the protests at Oakland. See you soon.